Today we are doing task number 3, Nmap switches. Like most pen testing tools, Nmap is run from the terminal. There are versions available for both Windows and Linux. We use a Linux machine. For this room we will assume that you are using Linux. Yes, we are. However, the switches should be identical. Nmap is installed by default in both Kali Linux and TryHackMe attack box. So you can use both. I have the tutorial how to connect to the VPN manually, and the attack box is free for if you have a free account for 1 hour. If you have a paid account, you can use it unlimited times. Nmap can be accessed by typing nmap into the terminal command line, followed by some of the switches. Command arguments which tell a program to do different things. We will be covering below. Here, the term switches or flags when you use applications via the terminal or whatever. Switches and flags are the same thing. For instance, here, nmap-age, this is a switch or a flag. As you'll need for this is the help menu for Nmap, access with Nmap help, and or the Nmap manual pages, access with manual Nmap. For each answer, include all parts of the switch unless otherwise specified. This includes the hyphen at the start. Alright, answer the questions below. What is the first switch listed in the help menu for a scene scan? More on this later. Let's see. Okay, let's go for a simple age. If you are checking scan techniques, we can see the first one is -s as which switch would you use for a UDP scan? Right over here, hyphen, lowercase s and u. If you wanted to detect which operating system the target is running on, which switch would you use? Okay, let's go here. We go to OS detection, and here we can see under the dash uppercase O, enable OS detection. So it's hyphen uppercase O. Nmap provides a switch to detect the version of the services running on the target. What is the switch? So as you can see here in the help menu, you can see really awesome divided into sections what each does, and we are looking for detection of a version of a service. Let's go here, service and version detection, and here if we check the -sv, probe open ports to determine service version information. Amazing. Boom. The default output provided by Nmap often does not provide enough information for a pen tester. How would you increase the verbosity? This is okay. Let's just search it. We see under the output we are checking here -v, increase verbosity level, use -v or more for greater effect. So it's -v. Verbosity level is good, but verbosity level 2 is better. How would you set the verbosity level to 2? Note, it's highly advisable to always use at least this option. So it's, you place another V. We should always save the output of our scans. This means that we only need to run the scan once, reducing network traffic and thus chance of detection, and gives us a reference to use when writing reports for clients. What switch would you use to save the Nmap results in 3 major formats? This is a really important thing to do. When you first want to scan, you should always save your scan and your results so you can go back always. You can, as it says in here, you can use it for a report, you can use it for a pen test, whatever. It's a great thing to do. Save the results. Right, the results. Here we see output, and if we go over here, we can see a -o and uppercase A. Output in the 3 major formats at once. But also, this needs to be addressed. You can also output it in a format that you want, right? So you can just output it in the normal output, XML format, and then whatever else it's you want. So for this one, -O uppercase A. What switch would you use to save the Nmap results in a normal format? We just saw that. It's -ON. This is the normal format. A very useful output format. How would you save results in a greppable format? If we go back here, we can see this, and over here and greppable format respectively, right? -OG. Sometimes the results we're getting just aren't enough. If we don't care about how loud we are, we can enable aggressive mode. This is a shorthand switch that activates services detection, operating system detection, a trace route, and common script scanning. How would you activate this setting, right? The aggressive mode. If we go in the terminal to the miscellaneous, we can see under the -A enables OS detection, version detection, script scanning, and trace route. So the aggressive mode is achieved with an -A. Nmap offers 5 levels of timing template. These are essentially used to increase the speed your scan runs at. Be careful though, higher speeds are noisier and can incur errors. How would you set the timing templates to level 5? Timing and performance. Here we can see a -T and 0 to 5 levels. Set timing template, higher is faster. So for this, in order to set it to level 5, we just go like this. We can also choose which ports to scan. How would you tell Nmap to only scan port 80? We go to ports and specification and scan order. If we check the first flag or switch, we see P and then port ranges, only scan specified ports. This means that we can use the -P80. Okay, we just have to place a space and run it again. How would you tell Nmap to scan ports 1000, 1000, and 500? If we check here the port examples in the port example section, the first example is exactly what we used. It's only scanning port 22. In the next one, it scans port 1, the entire range, right? From 1 to the entire range of TCP UDP ports, right? Here it's scanning the UDP ports and TCP ports in the same time, but specified, right? And here we see a spoofed port also. We go for P from 1000 to 150. 1500, a very useful option that should not be ignored. How would you tell Nmap to scan all ports? Here again, if we check the same command P, if we use it only by itself, it will scan the first 1024 ports. But if we say -P-, it will scan all ports. The entire range from 1 to 65,535. How would you activate a script from the Nmap scripting library? Lots more on this later. All right, let's go to scripting scan. And here it's asked, how would we activate, right? We just use -script. How would you activate all of the scripts in the vuln category? Vulnerable category. We go for -script equals vuln. Right? We can see it right over here. -script equal Lua scripts. Lua scripts is a comma separated list of directories, script files, or script categories. Right? And we have the vuln category. Amazing.